Kay, did you see that Deborah is countersuing you for $71 million?
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, and it really ain't shit that happened on this episode, but we're going to talk about it. I think I'm going to try to make this episode with a review part short, because I do want to talk about Karen towards the end. Yeah. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
I said this many times on this season. I don't really know what is going on, and I feel like when they got rid of certain women, they should have also got rid of the production company, because not only are they withholding informations, they're not deep diving the stories. They're not making people work and give their information. And I'm not even talking about Giselle, because at least Giselle gave us a little bit more than most of the other half of the cast. Wendy, all she talked about was turning 40. Kiana, she had so much that she could have talked about, or if she did talk about, they're only focusing on Mia. Ashley ain't bringing shit. Stacy, TJ, girl, bring something else. But basically, it's the morning after, and the girls are over here waking up and they go to breakfast, and we see Mia want to apologize to Giselle again on camera about referring to her daughter. Mind you, if the way that the editors are, editing the show, she's just apologizing for bringing her daughters about bringing guys to the house or sneaking guys into the house, some whatever. But really, it should be because she called Giselle's daughters whores. Allegedly, that's what was happening. So my whole thing is, why are we cutting footage out? Like, that part is so crazy to me, because it's just like, you're giving, like they said, per Giselle and Mia's request to cut that footage out. But I would assume that that should be held privy to a executive producer, someone that has that power to take footage actually out. So I'm just confused on how that could be removed, because now this shit doesn't make sense, because low-key what Mia said was, ooh girl, but does it give all of this? No. And then for Giselle to come out her mouth and say, well, Mia, you're on thin ice, because I know how it feels to be a fractured friend group, so you tread lightly, girl.
Bitch, get the fuck out of here!
Bitch, you act like you weren't the main catalyst of all this stuff happening. You manifested all this bullshit towards people, spewed it out. Now, don't get me wrong, has Giselle been decent this season? Yes, absolutely. I can give her that. However, you manifested, you over here brought all this stuff together towards people, and you expected them to be civil with you? I think not. You accused Candace's husband. Over here questioned the paternity of Monique's child. You over here talked about Karen and Ray's tax issue when Robin had one too, but two just don't. And it's just like, I know how it feels to be a fractured friend group. Girl, I bet, right? But after that, it was what it was. Wendy brings up Kiana. She's like, yeah, Kiana, this just popped up on my phone. I got a Google alert on you and Deborah. That's what she should have said.
Oh, girl.
71 million?
No, I haven't. But that's a chuckle, I guess, at best. 7 million.
Okay.
That's what it gave. You got a Google alert. Well, she was like, yeah, Deborah's countersuing you for $71 million? They said, what? She said, oh, sorry, $7 million. They read the, countersuit from the attorney from, Deborah, Ms. Williams, Sesame Street for short, and just go down the list. Oh, she was the victim. Kiana started to antagonize. She planted the video. She this, that, and the third. My whole thing is this. Based off the footage that we've seen, Deborah approached Candace. Kiana gets in the middle of Candace, pushes her back, open palm, said no. Then Deborah proceeded to attack this girl with a deadly weapon. And everyone was like, oh, she hit her with a glass. That's nothing crazy. Just think about this, y'all. Take this glass. somebody cracked this on your forehead. First of all, this is heavy as fuck, but somebody cracked this on your forehead and then it cracks and breaks and he's still hitting you with it. Just think the glass is cracked. Bitch, are you crazy? That's a deadly weapon.
I'm not taking it very serious at all. I mean, it's serious because she filed it, but like, you actually took a glass and assaulted me. Let's wrap this up.
So, not only does Deborah have criminal charges from DC, she has civil ones as well. I mean, I'm not mad at it. And for me, using deductive reasoning, Deborah, one, you should go to jail.
You're going to jail, bitch!
And two, you should pay. Because you came there with an agenda to hurt Candace. And yes, Candace got a mouth. Like, I know how my mouth is. Well, I can defend myself. Damn. But it is what it is. I just don't get it. So, Kiana basically rebuttals like, yeah, you know, that's funny. It is what it is. DC did what it did. So if this gets thrown out, it is what it is. I just did my due diligence. Cool. So then Giselle's like, you know, Ashley, how do you feel about this? Because, you know, Kiana, Ashley feels some type of way because, you know, Kiana lets us know that Greg took her to Paris during that time just so she can heal, this and the third. So Giselle's like, yeah, you know, Ashley thought that that was supposed to be like your engagement, so she feels to blame, this and the third. Kiara's like, no, he just took us just so, you know, we can just, you know, relax, have a good time, and this and the third. It has nothing to do with you. But Ashley, you are friends, you were or are friends with her, so, you know, it's hard for me to not, you know, look at you some type of way. So I'm trying to, you know, displace that anger towards you somewhere else because it's not towards you.
I want to be there for you. I didn't say that Ashley, it was necessarily, you're not Deborah, right? So I never said that Ashley is responsible for what Deborah did to me.
Which makes sense, valid. You know, the girls get up, they get ready for the day, and Ashley still feels this weight of guilt. And I would too, right? If I was friends with, if this happened to me, not in this particular situation, but I was friends with two people and they were dating and they broke up. And the girl that my friend was dating, I actually became close to. They were girlfriends. I became close to her. And so I became really close friends with her girlfriend. And when they broke up, she was like, I don't want you to talk to them. I don't want you da. I said, cool, bet. I'm not going to do none of that. So, you know, I took a step back from the friendship from the girl I was actually growing a good friendship with. Per my friend request, I'm just like, you know, I'm going to take a step back, you know, blah, blah, blah. But me and my friend fell out. And we fell out because my friend didn't do what I did. I told her, look, and mind you, this was in my early 20s. So some of this shit might seem childish, but I'm just saying. But I told her, I was like, look, I'm about to break up with this dude, da. You know, stop following him on social media. She said no. So I'm just saying, like, girl, you didn't stand on the same principle that you want me to stand on. So me and that other girl, we kept kicking it, and we're best friends to this day. 8 years later. I mean, it just happens. Now, me and that friend, we have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, that's still my girl regardless. Like, love you, mama. But, you know, shit happens in friendships, and sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture, which, you know, I think, like I tell my friends all the time, my feelings are valid and your feelings are valid. So if you're upset about something, I totally respect your space. But if we're true friends, we should be able to work through that. If you haven't stolen money from me, if you haven't over here tried to fuck my man, if you haven't over here hurt my family, most of everything could be worked through, right? But we segue over and we see Ashley creep into Jacqueline's room, and she's
like, Jacqueline, what you doing?
I'm a little surprised that you haven't at least tried to get a little smooch. I'm a smooch.
yeah.
Okay, honey.
I'm like, Ashley, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? She must have gotten to Giselle's casa. She said,
Jacqueline, oh my god, like, you got all this sheen on you, you so soft. Oh wow.
Jacqueline's doing her makeup. She's like,
Yeah, Ashley. Oh my god, you're making me blush.
I'm like, Jacqueline, you fold like a lawn chair too quick. Too quick, honestly. Ashley's like, oh my god.
God, you know, all this trip I hear about your lips, these lips, and They seem kind of soft. I was wondering if I can taste them.
A little smushed down to see what it feels like. Now, just like a little. Okay.
I said, girl, did we go to Playboy.com? I'm like, what is going on? So they're like, okay, let's kiss. And they do a little one too. I'm just like, and the way that Ashley lingered that kiss, I was like, Ashley, if you want to eat the cookie, just go ahead and eat the cookie. Cause she's like, Josh is back home, but I'm here in Panama, and I'm trying to get that Panama P, as Mia would say, on the yacht. Have a good time on the yacht. The whole Kiana conversation gets sparked up yet again, and they're just like, well, Kiana, I heard that you going to Paris was supposed to be your engagement. And Kiana was like, no, it wasn't supposed to be my engagement. Mind you, why did we not know about that? This is what, episode 15, 16, 17, 18, feel like 20. We didn't know anything about that. I just feel like it's just a disservice on her story, right? But she's like, yeah, we went to Paris so I can re-heal, And the girl's like, well, I heard that it was supposed to be for your engagement. And she was like, look,
girl math, if I get engaged, if I'm 33 but I'm not 25, and then I'm over here 10 decades, but a decade in, that's going to be, I should be engaged by, February 27th, 2026, 25. I'm like,
There's 10 years in each decade, right? Year and a half. I'm in my 30s, right? But 30's like 3 good years. You haven't made the math. Maybe they're. Shut up! That is so stupid!
Okay, girl math. Okay, makes sense to you. Ashley's still trying to reassure that it's not her fault. Like, she's like, okay, I don't want to feel guilty. And then Wendy was like, well, I heard otherwise. And then they're like, oh, Wendy, so it wasn't engagement? She's like, I'm not saying. And Wendy, that kind of irritates me, because don't bring it up if you're not going to bring it up. Because low-key, you said, I'm not saying, but you actually said so. So I talked to Kay's mother. So you just revealed, but now you don't want to tell the details. Girl, you can't over here stick the tip in and not, like, girl, if you want to spill the tea, please. The girls over here talk about, Mia and Jacqueline. Ashley's like, oh, Mia, I was over here kissing on Jacqueline. Her lips taste so tasty.
Mia, she said I'm a better kisser.
get a shot.
I was so jealous. And Mia visibly looked upset. I'm just like, Mia, as many times if you told us that you over here seen this girl naked, ate her box 45 times, 6 different ways, spit and all, and kiss this girl, please, okay? But then they're heading back to Merlin, and Mia's like, yeah, so I'm going to, the girls question Mia on why she's going to Atlanta. She's like, well, I have a son in Atlanta, I'm going to a basketball game.
Headed to Atlanta. But I thought you would be headed home, given everything that has happened with your kids. Aren't you rushing to go home since then?
Absolutely fucking not.
No, ma'am. I could have sworn on that phone you said you trying to throw that Panama P on that D. That's what you said. So it is kind of weird. It is what it is. Still want to know why she don't have custody of her oldest son, but girl, who knows with Mia? I've been thinking she lying in the first place. So the reports came out. That was the end of the episode, by the way. Well, the reports came out that Mia and Ink broke up. I think Mia's full of shit. What else? Next episode to talk about the paternity of them kids that Gordon already had it. Like I said, I think Mia's full of shit. Karen was announced guilty. She's facing 2 years in prison. Oh. Karen did not show up to this reunion. And for me, she's saying that she's taking accountability because she wants to go to rehab. Convenient. Because my whole thing is this, Karen. I love you, Karen. But if you wanted to take accountability would have been going to that reunion and getting your fucking lashings. Unfortunately. Because you can't sit up here and hold everyone accountable at the reunion. You need to do this. You have to. But then is when it's your turn on a bigger scale than most of these other bitches, because I don't think anybody else was facing jail time. You set up here, not showed up to the reunion, and then say you want to take accountability for something that happened a year ago. Taking accountability would have been, you know what? Let me skip the first couple weeks of filming because I'm going to a step program, or I'm going to rehab because I need to make sure that I'm good. But no, you came back on this season and said, y'all, I'll be vindicated. You will always see the truth. All this, that, and the third. And that's why I brought it up on the first episode. The way that Karen's going and the way that Shannon Bedore went. I reviewed both seasons and I said, even though Shannon, you crash your car into a motherfucking house, bitch. I can give her some type of accountability. I can give her some type of grace because she took accountability, even if she didn't mean it or not. She came on the show. They called her the drunk of the town. They ran Shannon through the mud. But Karen, you try to absolve yourself. And then y'all went to trial after the footage. I don't know. My whole thing is something and the buttermilk ain't clean. Obviously. Because you saw the footage. If you saw the footage beforehand and still with the trial, y'all are crazy.
Hey, are you good?
I'm good.
You're gonna be so ashamed of yourself. I'm bad. I don't think I did anything bad except the driver.
Let me help you out.
No, I did not. Oh God, I'm lit.
Yeah.
Crazy. Manic. Because there's no way I would have put myself in a situation to try to fight that. Girl, she's guilty. She is done. Obviously. But y'all, let me know what you guys think because this shit was fucking crazy. Karen, good luck. I pray for you, sister. As for her coming back on season 10, I can really care less either way. But what do you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It's too sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya.